The two worst trades in Major League Baseball history both belong to the Red Sox. They gave up Babe Ruth, and they gave up Mookie Betts. So, and you think, oh, I'm being hyperbolic here. Mookie Betts was been gone for 2 months. The kid's incredible. In their prime, in his prime, the Red Sox are like, we're going to move him to the Dodgers. Yeah, you'll need a search party to find the players they traded for him because only one guy they got for Mookie Betts still remains with the Red Sox. Don't need a lot of sleuthing. One guy's left. Mookie returned last night, and here's his second at bat.
This is blasted left field and deep. On the track, at the wall, Mookie Betts back with a bang. A 2-run homer for Mookie Betts. The Dodgers strike first in Milwaukee. Who needs a rehab assignment? Not Mookie.
Well, there's a rule in business, never let great walk out of the door. And in the 6 months after they signed Mookie Betts, 6 months later, the Dodgers signed him to a 12-year extension. They knew what they had. Probably the best player in baseball. He'll play any position. They put him at short. Last night, you want to go play right field. He didn't even really have a rehab. He's worked out at home. He has bats all over his house. He grabs them, swings. I mean, he didn't go to the minor leagues. He can play anything. Last night, right field, shortstop, played second base. Probably could pitch, play catcher. The smile. He's great in the locker room. He's a leader. He can run any defensive position. Most well-liked guy in the clubhouse. He can hit for power. And the Red Sox let him go. They let great walk out of the building. It's just, now all they had to do with the Dodgers, all they had to do was eat David Price's contract. I mean, that might as well be, the sighting of Halley's Comet. Who remembers it? David Price. Where'd he go? I mean, like the contract. I remember it was a bad contract. But in the end, you got Mookie Betts for 12 years, who's just an absolutely unbelievable player. And I'm watching last night, and I'm like, I know Aaron Judge is great, but do the Dodgers have the two best players in baseball between Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani? And Ohtani this year, he's DH. So Mookie's giving you defense. He's giving you offense. He's giving you shortstop. And it's incredible. By the way, since the Dodgers traded for him, I was looking at some numbers this morning. Since the Dodgers traded for him, the Dodgers have the most wins in baseball, the first run differential, the second best home run differential, the best team ERA, and the Red Sox are 17th or lower in all those categories. They let great walk out of the building. This guy's unbelievable. Shortstop, second, right field. He'll play. And by the way, since he arrived, he's been top 5 in MVP voting, I think 3 or 4 times. Also, he has 124 home runs in 544 games. And when you look at him, he's slight. He's not a big guy. Ohtani and Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, some of the guys in this sport look like home run hitters. He reminds me a little bit of Joe Morgan, although Morgan was a second baseman, left-handed, smaller. But you're always like, how does Joe Morgan generate all that power? He's a little guy, and he batted third for the Big Red Machine. You watch Mookie Betts, and you're like, how does he generate all that power? He swung from the heels on his first at bat and kind of flopped over. He is also a profoundly good bowler. So whether it's baseball or bowling, he hovers around 300 a lot. But it is remarkable that you don't see great players moving into their prime traded very often. It's not like he was a disruptor. He was wonderful in the clubhouse. Everybody loved Mookie Betts. But the Red Sox financially, they had to get somebody to eat a big contract. And I look up and I'm just like, that guy is unbelievable. He has changed. I know we give a lot of press to Ohtani, but Mookie Betts arrived. It just changed everything. And last night was his first game back. He'd been out for a couple of months. They call it a 5-tool player, but if you add personality and leadership, he's probably a 7-tool player. And his first game, he also had a RBI single, and it just the energy around him. He's always smiling. There's great energy. First guy up the steps in the dugout to greet somebody. It's just watching him last night. I'm like, how in the world did the Red Sox let him go? Babe Ruth and Mookie Betts. And we don't talk a lot of baseball on this show, but it's very rare when you watch a sporting event. You see it in basketball a lot, and somebody jumps off the screen. That's like, T.O., when he was an NFL player, was so big and strong for a wide receiver, he jumped off the TV screen. LeBron's like that. Shaq was like that. You watch a baseball game with Mookie Betts, and even at its pace, which is slow, Just if he's involved in a play, who's that guy? Who is that guy? Mookie Betts returns for the Dodgers.